everyone, I'm Cecilia.
And I'm Brian. Welcome back to the wood shop. Today we're going to be making a miter saw table.
First, let's review the tools and materials we'll need for today's project. The materials we'll need for today's project include 6 2x4s, 8 feet long, a 2 feet by 4 feet sheet of plywood. We have this one left over from our workbench project. Be sure to check that out. We'll also need 4 casters, 2.5-inch screws, and some wood glue.
The tools we will need for this project are a miter saw, a table saw, a drill and driver, speed square, and a tape measure.
Now it's time to measure and cut the boards we'll need for our project. We'll need 4 41-inch boards, 4 20-inch boards, and 8 30-inch boards for our legs. To maximize use of each piece of lumber, we can get a 41-inch piece, a 30-inch piece, and a 20-inch piece, all from the same 96-inch board.
I'm using a miter saw to make these cuts, but if you don't have one and you have a circular saw, that works just as well.
The next step in our project is to assemble the legs for the table. We have 8 30-inch boards we've cut, and what we're going to do is take 2 boards at a time, glue them together, and then fasten them with screws.
Alright, this is something we didn't do with the workbench, but I'm going to square up the legs on the miter saw table using the table saw.
of our project, we're going to construct the frame of our miter saw table by taking the stiles that we cut earlier and connecting them to the legs. First, we're going to measure about 5 inches up from the bottom to mark where we want to install the bottom rail.
Alright, we have our line marking the 5 inches from the bottom. We're going to put glue in all the joints. Just a little.
Now we're going to drill some pilot holes and connect the rail to the leg with some 2.5-inch screws.
Now we'll attach the top rail all the way at the top of the legs. Now we're going to attach the short rails to the sides of the table. We'll start with some wood glue, drill some pilot holes, and screw them in place. Alright, just like our workbench that we built in a previous video, we're going to put this miter saw table on casters. Everything's better on wheels. We'll go ahead and mark out where our screws need to be. And we'll drill pilot holes and screw them down. Now that the casters are attached, everything's rolling good and free, we got one more thing to do.
We're going to measure and cut a cross brace to add a little extra support for the top. Let's do that now.
now that the new miter saw table frame is complete, it's time to attach the top. Well, now that our top is all good and square, I'm going to start drilling pilot holes. I've got everything marked out where our screws need to go.
Our miter saw now has a new home, and thanks to the mobility of this table, we can move it anywhere we need to in the shop.
We're also going to sand and finish it in the same video when we do the workbench.
Thank you again for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time. Happy woodworking!